A bunch of years ago, Laowa came on the scene introducing this crazy probe lens, something that was out of reach for most people. And everybody was like, who is this Laowa brand? And then they started coming out with these other niche lenses that were all really well built and really interesting, but kind of very specific use cases. So I'm super duper stoked that Laowa came out with this new series of lenses, the Ranger series of cinema zooms. Whether we're chasing down an airplane, working with a lifestyle brand, or just working on a commercial set, it just makes it easier to have a zoom lens on you. But more specifically, a cinema zoom kit, something that would fit in a backpack and travel really well, but something that is gonna stay consistent throughout the focal range. They're beautiful, they're amazing. We got to test out an early pre-production model, and we put them through some of the situations that we normally go through for a lot of our work, and they held up in every situation. So here are some of the reasons why I'm really loving this Laowa Ranger set. So, boom. I love these lenses. They're dope. And this one in particular is the one that I feel like probably will come with us more often. It's the 28-75, and we use this focal length whether we're shooting primes or we're shooting zooms. This is such a versatile lens focal range for us. It hits our wides most of the time, and it gets us to our medium telephotos, which is the range that we're always sitting in, whether it's for documentary or commercial. There's so many different applications for why a cinema zoom is better than a photo zoom. A cinema zoom is parfocal. A cinema zoom has no focus breathing. They've really worked on the chromatic aberration. You don't really see much of that, but still holding a lot of character. It's both EF and PL swappable. I love that sound of the metal, because you know that it's built super well. It can take a beating. People don't realize how short a focus throw is on a photo lens until you actually start playing with a cinema zoom lens. But the main difference of having a long versus a short focus throw when you're working with cinema is how accurate you can be with your focus pulls, unless you have that really fine detail in how you're actually focusing. And having a longer focus throw really helps with that. If you're on a cinema camera and you don't want to go through lens menus and all of that stuff, that's where having a manual aperture ring is super helpful. And because these are smooth and stepless, having this real delicate ability to shift your aperture while you're speeding is super duper helpful. And even on the zoom side, I love doing little snap zooms. I love like even zooming while we're doing interviews, which is especially important when you're doing something like a 75-180. So sometimes we're on a tarmac shooting with airplanes, and we're able to start on the 75, push in slowly as we're tracking with it, and we never lose focus going from 75 to 180. And that's really helpful for us, because otherwise you kind of know the game, right? You push in to get tight and you have to focus. And then that means you're not able to use that entire clip. But if you can actually zoom while staying in focus without having autofocus, this is the way to do it. Having a parfocal lens. And it's really compact. This is a full frame cinema zoom lens that is no heavier than my 70-200 for comparison. But what I'm really excited about is to get this on a gimbal. Once it's on a gimbal, or once it's rigged up on a shoulder rig, because you'll notice that the focus gears and the aperture gears and the zoom gears are all at the same place. Now when you're using photo lenses, you don't really realize how important that is when you're getting things on and off a rig. And then you gotta move the matte box back, you gotta move the aperture motor, you gotta move all of these things just to get a lens swap. This allows you to get multiple focal lengths without having to change any of that stuff. And if you're a one-man operator, this kind of stuff is really helpful on set. So having a cinema zoom lens set is gonna be super valuable for us. That goes all the way from 28 to 180, T2.9, full frame, all metal construction, beautiful lenses, beautiful results, and can't really ask for much more than that. I'm really excited to bring these out on a lot more shoots with us to see what they can do. If you have any questions, let me know in a comment below, and we'll catch you on the next one. Aloha.